Welcome back to About 6 Acres. I'm Nick, and today we're out in the garden because we need to get some things planted. Looks like tomatoes are going in the ground today, and we have another bed that we got to prepare to get maybe some peppers in. Let's check it out. This was one of our first raised beds that we've had. We went ahead and added some more of the compost that we have available. So it's got some of the goat manure and some of the composted chicken manure in there with some of the bedding. So that's going to retain some moisture. So it did rain a little bit yesterday, so that helped. Look at that, nice and moist in there, especially down where the roots are going to be. Smells really earthy. I think we're going to do some of our grape tomatoes if we have them, and maybe a couple of our beef steaks here. And then this bed, we need to amend with more compost. You can see how far down it's sunk down. We're gonna rake some of our mulch back, put to the side, and then add in later. So let's go grab some compost to add to this one. Sean and Gus, they're gonna supervise. Boys, we're gonna grab some compost. You wanna help? No? Okay. We can watch. That's fine. Yes, I'll be careful. Always have something to add. And I'm not going to mess it up, boys. It's going to be good. Oh, we got a wheelbarrow here. We're going to start collecting some compost from the center of this pile. What I'm going to do is try to get some, throw it up on the top so I can get down to the meat. What I call the meat of it. So obviously the stuff on the bottom is more composted than on the top. Nice and darker. Go ahead and put that in there. Break up those pieces. And sometimes we have a little wire basket that I'll sift through. I'll probably sift it once we get to the beds, but get my majority of compost from the bottom here. Ooh, that smells very, very earthy, very good. So it's got, again, this has some of our old goat manure and bedding, some old chicken manure, some of the manure from our meat birds that we had in the brooder, and then, you know, some vegetable scraps, chicken scraps. Smells like the forest floor. Very nice. Kind of hard to see. I don't know if you could see it, but there's some nice mycelium in there that's breaking down. So we got good fungal activity as well. And again, I'll just try to scoop the top off, get that up there. And we've only turned this a couple times, not really turned it, but went in and just dug it and flipped a little bit. You can see some of that hay that's also in there, retaining some moisture. And the chickens come in, they'll scratch in here as well. So nice and good to add to those beds. See if I can get the center here. See, that's more of the pine bedding. That's nice and composted. A little bit of heat. I think that'll be good. Be good for the first round. But I just wanted to point out something. You have this white material. This is the mycelium that is growing on the substrate. So some of the straw and the bedding, so it's nice and white. So that's good fungal activity that you want. And those little hyphae strands. So you have good microbial and good fungal networks that will add to our bedding. And you have some leaf mold in here because we have some leaf that we have put in here. Nice black material, smells good and earthy, and you know, different materials, different size. I may sift out big chunks like that, throw that out, but the rest I'll just add and mix into the top of our beds to add more. So mix it into the current soil, and that should add a lot of new life. See some small macroinvertebrates in there, some pill bugs and things that will add. Yeah, there you go. So they're continuing to break it down, some little mites in there. So yeah, it's breaking down. Now if we get down further into the pile, there should be some good worms and things down in there, but it's going to take me a while to dig and turn that over. So let's go ahead and add this to the one bed that we're going to add our tomatoes to shortly, and go ahead and rake back some mulch, add this in, and get to planting. On this bed, we're going to put our hot peppers. We're going to plant about 2 plants for each variety. So we have some habaneros, Jamaican reds, there's that sweet peach, and we actually have like a Thai fish pepper that we're going to put in. So we're only going to put like 2 of each plant in here, of each variety, and then the rest of the peppers that we have we'll use in our overflow area. Fertilizer is going to be in here. Those were nice. They produced a lot. They're very good in stir fry. Very prolific pepper. I'm a little upset that our Jimmy Nardellos did not germinate, but you know, I can always plant some more for later. Our fish peppers. This we got from a friend. Got a little heat on it. So these fish peppers, you can't really see, but some of them have variegated leaves, and the pepper themselves will have some variegation to them. It's pretty cool. It'll be like yellows and a little white in there. Right, let's get this whole to you. I'm not a big hot pepper guy. You know, as long as it has flavor, you know, and I can taste the pepper, that's awesome. Smoked hot peppers are great. I'm gonna add some of the Microlife Ocean Harvest into our little thing of water, and just do some quick watering. We will do a hose watering. We don't have drip irrigation set up around here yet. That's maybe in the plan down the road, but you know, hand watering, again, a little cathartic. Do a little piece.
move on to the next bed. Some more tomato.
We're gonna put some more tomatoes in. We love our different varieties of tomatoes, from our snacking grape tomatoes. So I think we're gonna put in some atomic grapes here to utilize this trellis, and then we'll maybe put some cherry tomatoes over there, utilize that trellis, and then just a couple of the mortgage lifters in the center, and then we'll interplant some basil and things like that in there. And again, planting the tomatoes, we're just going to bury them deep. Ran out of eggshell, so we're just going to double up on the fertilizer, because that's got bits of calcium in there as well. And then we will water in with our Microlife Ocean Harvest. So let's get to it. Got everything planted that we could today. Got our beds full. We have a center bed here with several varieties of tomatoes. Got some snacking tomatoes on the side, cherry tomatoes on the side, and some slicing tomatoes in the middle. We like our tomatoes. We got hot peppers, habaneros, Jamaican reds, some of those Sugar Rush peaches. We have some jalapenos as well, more tomatoes, basil, a marigold. Got all that going. These are looking good. Beef steaks, looking nice. Another bed of tomatoes planted. We actually have tomatillos that we have left here. We're going to try to trellis up and over. And then remaining beef steaks that we have, beef steak tomatoes. And then a couple peppers. Sugar Rush peaches, so I'd like to, if we got any little extras, you know, put them in between, maximize that space we have, interplant. A couple other hot peppers in here that we put in our strawberry beds and spaces. They did really well. The jalapenos did with the strawberries, so we got a few in there. We got a few hot peppers in between our garlics, so using as much space as we can. And here in our one strawberry bed, we have a couple more hot peppers planted. So got a lot done. We also planted some lemongrass in some of here. So we got some lemongrass grown with our cilantro, and another lemongrass over in here with our potatoes. So it just looks like grass, but it's lemongrass. Potatoes are looking good. I'm gonna get inside, get some water, and got a nice little sunburn going. So gonna get some aloe, sit down to a nice cold glass of ice water, and relax. That's all for today. Thank you for joining me in getting our spring garden planted. At least some of our vegetables in the ground. Our excess is gonna go behind the container. So again, thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. And as always, you are awesome and you are loved. Till next time.